Welcome back to the Casually Hardcore Podcast. This is your host, once again, Nick, bringing you another Halloween event review. Today we will be covering the Haunted Hallows event that started on October 16th for Rocket League. So to kind of split this up for some information, I'm going to talk about in the beginning of this episode about what's in the event, what's going on, how it's different, and then the second half of the video, I am going to talk about my impressions about it, while you'll be seeing in the gameplay of two different maps with some of my card decked out from previous year's Halloweens. And I think I'm going to try and compare a little bit about the events this year compared to last year. So one of the big changes this year is the earning and spending currency system. For those who might have played originally, you had a certain amount of items that were available during a limited amount of time. I think from October 16th, like November 3rd, for the past two Halloween events for Rocket League, and they had about 5 to 10 small items, and you just played the game and you randomly unlocked them, like as you typically unlock items in Rocket League. However, this new currency system, it introduces what they're calling a limited time currency, and they're calling it candy corn. So basically what you do is all you do is compete and play online, and you unlock a certain amount of candy corn. From what I've experienced, it can vary from 1 to 4 to 6. And it really doesn't matter on how good you do. Sometimes I'm MVP and I get 1. Sometimes I'm the worst in my team and we lost and I get 6. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to how that currency is dropped. It just seems to be totally random, like most of Rocket League drops are at the end of it. And what this candy corn does allows you to unlock and claim the Halloween items, decryptors, and these like haunted hollow crates. It's like limited edition crates. So like think about the Overwatch Halloween crates. This is exactly what this is. And I don't know personally. We'll talk about how I feel about that later. Actually, we'll keep moving on. So another interesting thing is that decryptors are a new way to unlock crates in Rocket League, and they can be used for any crate in the game. Anything. So if you only get access to 3 of them in this event through the candy corn system. The cool part is you can buy 3 Halloween boxes and 3 decryptors, or you can use those 3 decryptors on other non-event boxes. Personally, I'm going to use mine on the Halloween event items. I really don't see any value in randomly opening up earlier ones, but the option is there to do so. Another interesting thing is that any crate items unlocked throughout this event now are not tradable. So previous items from previous events are tradable and can be changed on the marketplace. Now any event item going forward are untradable. So keep in mind, if you spend your key on anything event-wise, those items are yours forever unless you were to delete them. So the Haunted Hallows event crate is a little interesting this go around, because not all of the Halloween event items will be available to unlock for free. There are, I think, 9 items that are locked behind these Haunted Hallow crates. They're really cool, and the sad part is that the items you can unlock through the candy corn system are cool in their own right, but they're nothing compared to the paid premium items that you can get. Now, don't get me wrong, you get 3 chances with 3 different boxes. You could get 3 different ones, you could get 3 of the same thing, and vice versa, but you will not be able to unlock every Halloween item without dropping cash. So that's kind of my big problem on that. I just feel like that's very scummy. I feel like it's very disheartening to see, especially with Rocket League being such a monetary value in terms of you get what you pay for. But to each their own. If loot crates are working in their favor and they're able to bring out more free content like maps, I unfortunately I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. But to kind of wrap it up on the information side of things, the Haunted Hallows event will end on Monday, November 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So for us, will be 7 p.m. Central? No, 1 p.m. Eastern, excuse me. That will be the time it ended. So if you're listening to this video now, go ahead, give it out a shot. Rocket League is a ton of fun, and the Halloween event just adds more stuff for you to unlock for free. So go out there and give it a whirl. Now, for the items review, the Dabbing Reaper, which you will see here, unbelievably awesome. I think it's literally the best Halloween item I've seen at any Halloween event currently. Don't quote me on that quite yet, but we'll do maybe a recap at the end of these Halloween events. But the Dabbing Reaper is pretty bomb. The amount of really cool event items in this are super cool. The pumpkin trail is also really cool. and so is like the mummy skins. But the it's like, damn, man, all these things are locked behind a damn loot cross system. Like, come on now. If everything you can bring forward doesn't have to be in a loot crate system, that would be great. But it is what it is, I guess, with them. There are no new maps or anything themed around this update, which is a little unfortunate. But, not every event can bring forward that type of resources. I'm sure a lot of it was put into the new animations in terms of goal scoring, skins, and trails and wheels, etc. But let's compare this event of the 2017 Rocket League event to the Rocket League events of 2015 and 2016. Which event is my favorite? Why is my favorite? And which one's not my worst? So, in terms of loot crates, I hate loot crates. I think the microtransaction system that they bring is quite scummy. I really don't feel like any company as of late has done it properly. I feel like they have not incorporated a free-to-play microtransaction system into a $60 title for majority of games is just kind of crummy. Now, Rocket League being a $20 title and the amount of free content it drops, I feel like it gets a free pass in terms of the pricing it brings. Like the new cars it brings are $1.99. And I just feel like it's a lot more affordable considering you didn't invest that $60 up front. But in terms of just general usage, I have a really big distaste in loot crates. It's just not my cup of tea. The industry going down this free-to-play microtransaction route is extremely unhealthy and honestly quite dangerous. I really don't feel like this is the way games should be going forward from here. These online, free-to-play style kind of gimmicks. So automatically, no matter how cool the Dabbing Reaper is, I just feel like the 2017 Rocket League event is my least favorite just due to principle. 2015 and 2016 were really cool. Unfortunately, as an Xbox user, I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, so when Rocket League came out in 2015, I was not able to participate in the Halloween event of 2015. However, the Rocket League Halloween event of 2016 incorporated all the items from 2015 alongside all of the special events incorporating it. So 2015, just for the OG, kind of bringing these really cool items, I think is the best community. Like the community vote is 2015 is the best. 2016 not only improved upon 2015, but it didn't have as many items as 2015 had. 2017 definitely has the most items, but half of those items are locked behind loot crates. So you kind of got to put it in perspective. So 2015 had the most amount of items. It was the coolest event, and it was unexpected. I think the unexpectancy of this game to actually have seasonal event items really kind of hit home with the community, because a lot of games like this typically don't have that amount of support to kind of support having seasonal event items like this. So kind of wrapping it all up, the Rocket League event is live. It's good to go. You'll have another solid two and a half weeks to play this event, and it's more than enough time to unlock the candy corn, to unlock all the free items, and 3 crates and 3 decryptors, as long as you're earning about 50 candy corn to 100 candy corn a day. I think I did the math. It's about 400 candy corn to unlock everything that you can possibly unlock for free. It might be a little more or less, but it's very doable. I think currently at this time I have 120 candy corn, so we'll see. I do know that the candy corn disappears, so if you think, oh, I'll just save it all for next year, I don't know if any of the items from this year will return to next year. I know the 2015 Halloween items have been retired permanently, so I could see the same thing happening to other items as well. But let's also kind of note too, 2016 items did not pop up in this event either. So it's just kind of food for thought. If you want to play this, or you have Rocket League now and you really like to collect seasonal items like I do, now is the kind of time to do it and invest the time into it. It's a fun event. It adds more free stuff. It adds a little bit more spooky theme to it. And to be quite honest, a lot of the Halloween item events that I'm running, so like you'll see right now I have the Ghost Topper and the Rick and Morty wheels. There's stuff that I use periodically throughout non-Halloween seasonal. They're very cool items, and they really match the world of Rocket League. So once again, thanks for tuning in to another Halloween review. Stay tuned for more Casually Hardcore podcast, and until next time, this is Nick signing off. Thanks again.